Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and today we're going to be talking about Bootleg Spider-Man. That's right everybody, thanks for checking out the video. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups. Today we're talking about Bootleg Spider-Man from Mahdi Khene. Now this is available at superherocomics.com. I'll have a link in the description below. There are two of these out right now. Bootleg Spider-Man, Bootleg Spider-Man 2. So I met Mahdi Khene at Heroes Con last year, and he was next to Jim Rugg. And I kept going over to the Jim Rugg booth, and I kept looking at the comics that this dude was making next to Jim Rugg. And so we went over, me and Brian, we went over there, and I was like, hey man, tell me about your comics. He's like, oh, you know, 1980s underground alternative comics, heavily influenced by Kevin Eastman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, gray tones, screen tones, duo shade, grimy, gritty crime comics that are just black and white and gnarly and self-made and slightly even maybe amateurish looking. I said, I want one of each, right? And so I bought the entire run of Steel Streets at the time. That's a fantastic book from him. But he's also made these Bootleg Spider-Man books. Now, the first one came out, sold out, was out of print, but now there's a new printing of it in I think a wider format than it was released originally, with another story in the back, an extra story that's in color, and then the second one that just came out a couple months ago. I had to snatch these up because I loved his work on Steel Streets. I love his artwork. His artwork is very gnarly. It is exactly the way I described it. Textured, gritty, ridiculous, and so much fun. These are the kind of comics that I live and die for. Things that are made with one vision from one person, that are made with like charm and wit and technique and just ridiculousness, and you can tell that the creator's having fun with it, and he draws an excellent Spider-Man. I love it. So this is not your average Spider-Man books. It's set at some point, I guess, you can set it wherever you want. Spider-Man has started to mutate even further into a spider, hence the cover of Spider-Man or Bootleg Spider-Man number 2, right? Mary Jane thinks he's so grotesque that she starts like eating all the time, so she balloons up, gets huge, and Spider-Man's had enough and starts killing all of his villains off. And then in the second one, after he's killed all of his villains off, right, he is still outshone in the media by Batman, so he goes to Gotham City to pick a fight with Batman. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's great. These are handmade comics that are absolutely ridiculous, that are a parody of Spider-Man. It is not an official Spider-Man book whatsoever, nor an official Batman book, but it's having fun with those tropes. It's having fun with those ideas. Think like Mad Magazine for 2024, but edgier and cooler and sleeker and more refined. Actually, Mad Magazine's pretty refined and edgy and sleek. Think of it like Mad Magazine for 2024, for us more adult audience. Mad's for everybody, especially the early Mads. Anyway, Bootleg Spider-Man, these are wild. They are $10 each, but they are definitely most worth it. Superhero Comics, check out the link in the description below and check out some of the other offerings. I would highly encourage you to read Steel Streets, which is kind of like TMNT meets RoboCop, but it's about like a frog cyborg thing. It's awesome. Check them out. Mahdi Khene. Keep an eye out for that name, or an ear out for that name, or a nose out for that name. Anyway, I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for checking out the video. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And join us over at patreon.com/PCP if you want to help support the channel. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Have I already said that? Station. Keep on reading. Pop, pop, boom.